Welcome back to sports. I'm Lindsay Studstill. The Santa Fe Saints are gearing up for the 2020 baseball season after a strong 2019 season. Last year, the Saints won 38-17 and dominated at home with 23 wins and just 4 losses. Santa Fe advanced to the state tournament for the 10th time in 13 years under head coach Johnny Wiggs. The 2020 team features a lot of fresh faces and now are preparing for a strong season of their own, and Wiggs is ready for his team to get started.
6 guys with us this year that were on our spring roster a year ago. So we really have a new group. We've got some experience. We got some transfers and so those things, but it was baby steps. Let's put it that way. This fall, really trying to just convince them about how we play here at Santa Fe.
The Saints had their final practice today as they prepare for their season opener against Pasco Hernando State College tomorrow at 2. The Gator gymnastics team gears up for one of their toughest meets of the regular season tomorrow night. In the only top 10 matchup in college gymnastics this week, the number 8 LSU Tigers come to Gainesville to take on number 2 Florida. This will be the 24th consecutive meeting where both teams are ranked in the top 10. All-time, Florida leads the series with 71 wins to LSU's 41. The two teams claimed the SEC last season, with Florida taking the regular season trophy and LSU winning the postseason championship. No matter the circumstances, a meet between Florida and LSU is typically close. 4 out of the last 5 meetings have been separated by less than 0.2 of a point. High school basketball is heating up tonight with multiple matchups around Gainesville. St. Francis travels to Ocala Redeemer Christian for a non-conference matchup. St. Francis is coming in at 11-7 on the season, and Ocala is coming in at 10-6. The Ocala boys team has a home game against Interlochen. Ocala is 11-5, and Interlochen is 3-13. The Gainesville Hurricane girls team hosts PK Young tonight. The Hurricanes are 8-10 and the Blue Wave are 13-7. The Eastside girls have a home matchup against Keystone. Eastside is 0-13 and Keystone is 8-10. After 16 seasons, the Manning era in New York is coming to an end. Longtime New York Giants quarterback Eli Manning announced his retirement after 16 seasons in the league. Manning will retire with 57,023 passing yards and 366 touchdowns, which is the most in Giants history. He brought New York 2 Super Bowl wins, bringing down the Patriots after both times. After losing the starting job for most of the 2019 season, he did get the start in his final game at MetLife Stadium, which ended in a win over the Dolphins. Even though the Pelicans dropped their game to the San Antonio Spurs, the Zion era has begun in New Orleans. It may have taken Zion a while to warm up in his first NBA game, but once he did, there was no stopping him. 17 out of his 22 points came consecutively in just 3 minutes and 8 seconds during the fourth quarter. When Zion entered the game, the Pelicans were down by 12. In those 3 minutes, he was able to close the gap and even bring the Pelicans a 1-point lead. The Spurs regained control when Zion had to be taken out with 5 minutes left in the game.